Hello, hello, hello. I want to talk to you guys about effort. People always wonder, like, hey, Nick, how did you get to where you are? Or how can you get so much done in a day? And I've been really thinking about this, like, what am I doing? How am I doing this? And I remember, it's so funny. When I was like 23, I dated I think he was 35-year-old. I call him the old man. I was just really nice. And was I 23? I was probably 20. Yeah, I was 23 years old. And he had 2 kids. And there was the same age gap between me and him and me and his kids. It was totally weird. And, but everyone in your life comes in for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And him, it was definitely a season and a reason. But something I learned from this guy, he was a really nice guy. He was a Frenchman from Quebec, and he had 2 young boys. He would always tell me, like, when I get out of bed, I get out jumping. When I go up the stairs, I run up the stairs. When I go do something, I put effort in it. I go and then I get things more done. Hey, Krista. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Aaron. And he just made me realize, like, when you put a little bit of effort, it goes a really long way. So he was obsessed with the gym. This guy would drink. He would have like 2 beers every single day and would only go to the gym for half an hour. And he had a 6-pack. He's a really good looking older man. He's probably way older now. I should go creep him on Facebook. Anyways, so I remember learning, and every men have been quite the influence in my life. So I had a dad, and he worked a lot. He wasn't really around. And I find when you have a daughter and the father's not really around, that's can be really scary because she can have daddy issues. And like, if you want to talk about a girl who had daddy issues, this girl right here had daddy issues. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Amy. And I just always looked for the love that I felt I lacked from me and my dad, not necessarily because of his fault. But I always looked for that love through another man. And I had many, many boyfriends. And I always looked for that love. I always looked for that. I want to feel worthy. And it was all with men. I wanted to make a book called 101 Men in my life. But then I was like, ooh, would people think I'm a guidoune? Guidoune is a French word for slut. And if there's children listening, I apologize. Anyways, so this guy, I met him, and he taught me that. He taught me that, Nick, you can go to the gym and push a couple weights, or you could go to the gym and then you only have to be there for half an hour. If you're there for an hour doing this, it's not going to bring you anything. You're not going to get anything out of that workout. The same thing goes with life. If you have to go upstairs to go get something, to put in a little bit of effort, put in a little bit of energy, and you actually feel so much better because you get things done faster and quicker. And I was like, wow. And then he's like, when I gotta get out of bed, I leap out of bed. I just always make an effort. And that really stayed in my head, obviously, because I'm talking to you guys about that. So after that conversation, and we went our separate ways. Obviously, he was way too old for me. And it's funny when you date an older man. I wish I could say more, but I'm afraid. I should let you guys know next time. This will be a rated R video, and then I could tell you guys things about when you date an old man that you don't realize when you're younger. But anyways, it's just really funny. But that's another video for another time. Okay, so I learned that from him, and then I put in effort in everything I do after that. Not like necessarily everything I do, but if you ever see me, you'll never see me walk slow. Ever. I don't walk slow. I like to get things done. It's a bit of an OCD thing. I like to be productive, but I put effort in everything. So if you don't put any effort into your business, it's going to fail. If you don't put effort into yourself, you are going to fail. You are going to fall into depression, anxiety. Okay. If you don't put effort in your relationships, did I already say relationship? It is going to fail. It is. Status quo is never good. Okay. You're either growing or you're dying. Nothing in nature stays. It's either growing or it's dying. Humans are either just are growing or they're dying. Status quo will kill you. When you decide to not make a decision, you're making a decision, and your decision is to not make a decision. Okay? So you need to be, both my boys burst out in laughter when they heard you. They love your logic, and they're 12 and 14. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. What's your boys' names? Hey, Natasha. Hey, Christine. Hey, Natalie. I love you, Natalie. I'm thinking about you. We lost a Sensi sister 2 days ago. And my heart hurts every time I think about her, and that's her sister-in-law. So I'm going to dedicate this video to Tracy LaBelle. She is the kindest, most beautiful person I've ever met. She's the strongest person I've ever met. She had a double lung transplant a year ago, I believe. She has cystic fibrosis, and she lost her fight to cystic fibrosis. And she is now watching over us, and she's probably watching this video and laughing at me. She's probably sitting right here and laughing at me, because what's cool is that I believe when you pass away, you can be at 1,000 different places at a time. That's what I believe. And I know Tracy is going to look over all of us. And what's really cool is that we're every year, my Sensi family, we raise money to help one of our Sensi sisters in hard times, because it's Christmas around the corner, and that could be a really rough time for a lot of people, because this shit like this happens. People pass away. People have really shitty families. It's a really rough time. It's a really tough time. So we're raising money for her daughter because she's starting university, and we have over $500 already raised right now. So losing a mom is really hard. Going to university is really hard. And when you've been struggling with thousands and thousands of medical bills, even though our medical system is free here, it's not. Not everything is free. So if we can help her daughter and make her realize your mom is part of the Sensi family forever, and you're going to be part of the Sensi family forever. And we want to give you this because we loved your mom. So I'm going to dedicate this video to Tracy LaBelle. Rest in peace, girl. You can now breathe better, and we love you. Everyone loves you. Thank you, guys. If anyone wanted to donate, so I have direct deposit, and to this email, oops, not that email. And all the money that goes into this bank account is for Tracy's daughter. Everything helps, $5 helps, because $5, that's $20. And we all went to university. And Ryan, is that Maddox and Cooper? They're psyched. You might shoot them out. Shout them out. Sorry, shout them out. Whoop, whoop. Maddox and Cooper. Okay. Schools are very important, Maddox and Cooper. You got to graduate at least your high school. Guys, if you don't graduate your high school, I don't want to say this word, but you're a loser. Ugh, Nick, that might sting a lot of people, because some people didn't finish their high school. I'm not saying you're a loser, but almost. Christine, actually, you're watching this video. I'm so sorry. I'm just saying this for the young generation, because how many barriers have happened because you didn't graduate your high school? A lot. And you know what? A lot of it is from inside here. It's crazy. When us, as a human, I had a friend who didn't go to college or university, okay? And she felt less than because she didn't go to college or university, but no one ever told her she's less than. When she'd go for an interview and they asked if you went to college or university, and she had nothing, but yet she had lots of experience. But you need that piece of paper. As a human, it makes us feel better when we have that piece of paper. So Maddox and Cooper, you guys go to school, you graduate, okay? It doesn't matter what your grades are. Just graduate. That's what matters, all right? A lot of people are probably not going to like that I just said the word loser. But we need to have a line. You know what I mean? We need to have a line. And I want to tell my kid that if you don't finish your high school, where are you going to go in life? People who don't finish their high school, sometimes they go here. Sometimes they don't. There are millionaires today, millionaires that didn't finish their high school and went here. Why? Effort. Woo! Brought it all back, guys. I brought it all back. Effort. They put effort. But what happens is when you do not put effort into your school and you don't put effort in yourself and you don't put the effort in, you start making bad decisions and you start hanging out with people that are like-minded, people who are skipping class, people who aren't putting effort in their life, people who just hang out with their girlfriends and talk shit about their husbands. That's not really healthy. That's not going to help your relationship. Yes, we can vent. I vent about Chris, but I always like to come full circles and I always share when things are really, really good. So those people who did not finish their high school, there's something inside of them that's like, yo, man, you feel like a loser. You feel like a loser, okay? You feel like a loser. So inside of you, you're like, man, I feel like a loser. Okay, well, I have two choices. One, do nothing. And two, do something about it. So those people decided to do something about it and started getting a job and putting effort in their job because they lack something. Everyone has their high school or college or university. So they're lacking something. So they need to prove something. So sometimes when people feel like a loser or feel stupid, they have something to prove to the world. You know what? I'm going to prove this world wrong. And then you ask them, like, who are you really proving wrong? And you're like, I don't really know. I don't really know who I'm proving wrong, but it's like I'm proving myself wrong because there's something inside of me that's telling me that I'm not good enough. And I can relate to this because I always thought I was stupid. I had two older brothers. They looked at me like I was a disease. And, I was the black sheep of the family. I made the mistakes, blah, blah, blah. I did bad things, blah, blah, blah. But then I had something to prove. So when I got a job, it was all like Aldo or Le Chateau and it was sales, I didn't even take a lunch because I wanted to prove something to myself and to everyone around me. Watch it. Nah, yeah, watch it. Nah, why'd you say that? Why'd that come out of your mouth? I don't know. All right. So I had something to prove. So I always put effort. Rebecca, congratulations to your daughter graduating high school. Woohoo! Barb, of course you would say that. It might be a bit harsh. Right. Okay. Loser, saying the word loser might be a bit harsh. But guys, if we're not harsh on each other, we're not going to grow. If we're like, it's okay that you're not graduating high school, you're just not going to really get lots of opportunities. You've closed all those doors. I don't know. That sounds like a bit hopeful. But if I'm like, yo, man, do you want to be a loser? Do you want to have a lot of difficulty in life? Do you want a lot of struggle in life? Don't graduate high school. You know what I mean? So I'm the type of person that likes to splash. So if my message does not splash, I'm not really getting people wet. When you get people wet, you like get people shaken up and they're like, whoa, I don't like getting wet. I didn't like that, Nick. And other people are like, woo, roller coaster, this is so fun. You know what I mean? It comes from a place of love. Love hurts sometimes. And I believe that we need to grow. Yes, Luz. She fought to finish her diploma. I love it. Haha, they love it. And Nick knows her. So funny. Thanks. They're actually listening. You're super motivational. Thank you. It's so true. I haven't graduated yet. I was 3 months from graduating, went back after having my first daughter and was pregnant with my second. That's tough, Jessica. My childcare fell through. So my husband, who was working for my stepfather at the time, took 2 days off a week to watch our daughter while I went to class. And my stepfather fired him. So I had to drop out before graduating. No, Jessica. Okay. Jessica, obviously you're not a loser, right? Okay. So, but there's ways. And I love that you were trying, and I love that you have ambition, and I love that you're trying to get out there and you want to show your family. They have studies that show that if your kids see parents go to school, it shows your kids how school is really important. My mom went back to school when I was a little girl. My dad left my mom with 3 kids. And my mom, we lived in a women's shelter downtown Sudbury. And my mom would get onto a city bus and bring all three of us, well, I was in school yet, brought my two older brothers all the way to Hanmer, which is half an hour, dropped them at school, and then I'm sure there wasn't a bus for another hour. She would get onto the city bus and go to school, and I went to school with her because there was no daycare. So it was just crazy. But my mom put in effort. My mom didn't feel worthy. My mom, had issues. Who doesn't have issues? But she's like, you know what? I'm not going to let this become a barrier. I'm going to do something about it. And she could have just not brought the kids to school, but she's like, this is not good for my kids. And this proves to my kids that it is important to get your education. Okay. Effort is really important. You guys want to hear a crazy story? You need to hear Debbie's story. Okay. Adriana fought at Concord Life graduate student a year and now is going to college. Makes mom proud. Yeah, Adriana. Well, technically, if you didn't win your diploma, you lost it. So winners versus losers. Ooh, good point. You don't win a diploma, you earn it. That's true. It's like we earn an incentive with Sensi. We don't win an incentive. We earn it. Okay. So it's just because like when I tell people I have opinions, guys, my videos, it's all my opinion. That's it. For example, I don't like cigarettes. I think cigarettes are disgusting. Okay. I have friends who smoke cigarettes. And sometimes I feel bad about what I say about cigarettes, but I feel like most of them would agree with me and some people don't agree. But if I tell people that if you smoke cigarettes, if you're the age of 30 and younger and you smoke cigarettes, I think you're stupid. Oh, Barb's going to hate that word. Why? Because we're educated. The people who are 30 plus weren't 30 plus. Yeah. Okay. Probably 40 plus. 30, I'm 33. So let's say 30 plus, we weren't as educated. My generation, we were more educated, but we are way more educated 30 and under that cigarettes are so bad for you. There's no benefit to cigarettes. It's just so bad. And for a really long time, the advertisement in the world was that cigarettes were cool. So people started smoking cigarettes. But so now it's like you're doing something that you know you're going to get addicted to, and you know you're going to spend ton of money doing. Okay. I have friends who smoke cigarettes. Nick, did you just tell your friends that they're stupid? No, because my friends are 30 years old and plus. So that's the benchmark. But when I see a 14-year-old girl smoking cigarettes, I want to go and strangle her. Because like, what are you doing? You are telling the world, you're telling the universe that you don't care about yourself. Why is that showing that the world that you don't care? Because you're educated. You know it gives you cancer. You know it's going to be really expensive. You know it's super addictive, just as addictive as heroin. Okay, it is stupid. You hear that, Maddox? Forget your other brother's name. I'm going to go find you. You guys, if your mom tells me one day you guys are smoking, I'm going to, Maddox and Cooper, you guys hear that? Okay? All right? Okay? If you guys start smoking, your mom's going to tell me and I'm going to yell at you. And I might show up at your door and slap you. Yeah, abuse. Yeah, that's physical abuse, ladies and gentlemen. You watch me. Watch me. Watch me. If my daughter smokes cigarettes, definitely going to slap her. For sure. 100%. That's not abuse. It's just a slap. Man. Oh my gosh, Nick. People are going to hate this video. That would totally happen. I'm just being real and honest. If I'm walking and I see her and I see a cigarette in her mouth, I'm definitely grabbing that smoke and I'm definitely slapping her. Like, I'm slapping her silly. You guys are like, as if, Nick. Whatever. I had way worse than that and I'm fine. It's not abuse, okay? Yes, it's physical abuse. Whatever. Judge me. But, so Chris told me he's raised by a single mom. And his mom, one time he talked back to his mom and his mom was so mad and slapped him. He never talked back to his mom. And he never got slapped again. So I'm hoping that would happen. Barb, if you look at the scale of addiction, heroin is right here. Cigarettes is right there. Cocaine is right here. Acid is right here. Okay. Weed is right here. Go check. It is almost it's the closest thing to heroin as an addictive agent. Okay. Go check it out. It's crazy. Yeah, Cooper, you better be scared. Okay. I just read your message, Krista. Adriana smokes. Adriana, you make her watch this video. Adriana, I'm going to send you a video. I'm going to yell at you. That is not making smart decisions. Okay, guys, in life, we can make decisions, okay? Cooper and Maddox, when your mom asks you to clean your bedroom, you have two choices. You either listen to your mother or you don't. What of the two decisions will help your situation? Your mom's the boss, all right? Not cleaning it will piss her off. You might get grounded. There might be a yelling match. There might be fighting. Why push her? Just go in your room and put in some effort and clean up. And if you go in your room and clean your room, your mom's going to be happy and might reward you. This is what happens with life. In life, we have a decision. We can either go with it or not go with it. We could either wake up and be positive or not positive. We could either have effort to be positive or negative. It's up to us. Being negative takes effort. Being positive takes an effort. Being negative, what will that help us? What will that do in life? Being angry at our parents, being angry at society, being angry at our teachers, being angry, is that going to help our future? It is not going to help us. Okay, we need to make effort to be positive. Yes, the world is scary. The world can be shitty. There are a lot of shitty people in this world. But if you look over here, I see a lot of beauty. I see a lot of good people. I see a lot of good things happening. So, Nick, you have two choices. You either focus on the negative or you focus on the positive. It's your choice. You got to put effort. And Nick, you were a really screwed up teenager. You hated yourself. You did self-harm. You didn't want to be on this planet. You wanted to take your life. You were super depressed. You had full of anxiety. You have two choices. You stay in this bucket of shittiness or you do something about it. Doing something about it. And Nick, you wake up and you focus on the things that are good in your life. You focus on the positive. Yeah, so what that your mom's not being nice and your brothers aren't being nice and dad's not being nice, okay? Who cares? There's way worse situations in life, but you don't know that because you're not educated in that yet. I didn't realize how lucky I was as a teenager. I had no clue how lucky I am to be a Canadian. I didn't realize that having a fridge is a, what's the word I'm looking for? 80% of the world doesn't have a fridge. It's crazy. There's way more poor people than rich people. And we are rich. My 7-year-old is listening and I didn't know. He just said, I am never allowed to smoke cigarettes. It's gross. You are correct. Laws. Legit. Coop is gone upstairs to make his bed. This is amazing when it comes from another mom. Rin. Is that how I say your name, Rin? We are luxury. Thank you, Barb. It is a luxury to have a fridge. It is a luxury to have a toilet. It is a luxury to have food in your fridge. Okay. We don't realize how it's a luxury to have a roof. It's a luxury to have a floor because if you go to other countries, they don't sleep on the floor. They sleep on the ground, on the dirt with bugs. Okay. They sleep on mattresses. They don't have a bed to sleep on. Okay. I wish I had someone that told me, Nick, when your mom comes home, she just wants the dishes to be done. And you know what's going to happen if you don't do the dishes. You know what's going to happen. Your mom's going to come in here and be a bitch. She will be mean. She will yell at you and she'll ground you. I was grounded most of my life. But my mom worked so hard all day. My mom spends all her money buying us the toys, buying us the experience, and then we don't even appreciate my mom. When I had a roommate, I had two roommates, okay? And so Thursdays was my craziest day. I had school all day, then I went to one job, and then I went to my night job. And I would come home, and my two roommates had dropped out of school. And I would go into our apartment, and I would go into the kitchen, and they'd be like, Nick, don't go in the kitchen. Don't go in the kitchen. And it was a complete freaking disaster. And I was like, what did you guys do all day? We watched Sex and the City. I was like, Are you insane? And I remember calling my mom like, I am so sorry for not doing the dishes. I have to clean my apartment. My roommates were home all day. I worked all day and I'm exhausted and they didn't even do it. I finally understood my mom. I wish someone would have told me, Nick, just do the darn dishes. Just clean your room. That's all your mom wants you to do is clean your effing room. You would have been grounded way less. You would have built a way better relationship with your mother. You would have given your mother way less anxiety and depression. You know? Just clean your room. Effort. It just takes effort. And it doesn't need to be perfect. When your kid shows effort as a parent, you're like, wow, this is awesome. This is awesome. Thank you for putting the effort. Yes, Pamela, whoop, whoop, is working on quitting her tobacco habit. I made a promise to quit and I'm sticking to it. Pamela, you're stronger than you think. You are way courageous. You're courageous than you think, all right? You deserve love inside of you and you are stronger than you think, okay? We are extremely powerful beings. It's true. We could take our kids to go and volunteer at food banks and collect winter jackets. Show kids consider an entitlement is what so many don't have. It's true. People, I just went on Amazon and bought Journey a snowsuit. A lot of moms can't do that. So that's definitely on my to-do list to show Journey that in our community, there are kids who don't have this. And when she's old enough and has all her vaccines, we're definitely going to a third world country. And I want her to be traumatized what the world is actually like and that we are really blessed. So as an adult, okay, if you're not in a good place in your life, it tells me that you are not making effort in your life. You're going to be like, wow, that's harsh, Nick. Yep, it is. That is a great book. Easy Way to Quit Smoking by Ellen Carr. A few of my friends read that book, like friends who are crazy smokers, and they quit smoking. That's amazing, Pamela. Okay, so effort. If you are running a business, which a lot of us are running direct sales business, if you don't put effort, what does effort look like? Contacting your customers, following up with your customers, learning what's the new thing in your business, what's going on in your business, showing up when you go to convention, save some money, save $5 every week to go to your events. People say, I'm broke. Make it happen. Because if I look at what you're spending your money on and you're buying Tim Hortons coffee and you're buying crap at Walmart, but you're not investing in your future, it's your own fault. So if you grab that money, because I know we all spend some of our money on junk. We all do. All right. So grab some of that money, put it aside, and go to those events. Spend money on yourself to learn. Go to a motivational speaker. Go to a conference. Learn. Who the heck are you? Who do you want to be? Okay? When you put effort on yourself and you wake up and you do your 10 things that you're grateful for, you will become more grateful. Are you putting effort in being more positive every day? When you're hearing gossip, are you saying, I'm not interested. I'm just going to go over here and do this. Okay? That's putting effort. The universe sees that. The universe will reward you. I promise you. Okay? It's all about effort. Relationships take effort. It's true, Barb. If you don't put in the effort, then it's not a priority for you. If you don't put the effort to put money aside to go to these events that you know that are happening, because in Scentsy, we have World Tour and we have Reunion every single freaking year. Okay? You have to make it a priority. Ryan, congratulations on being a new dad. I need to come into your little boy. Yeah, I don't have the time. Change the narrative and say it's not a priority for me. It changes your mindset. Yes, Barb. Yes. All right. I don't have time. I don't have money. It's not a priority for me. Because that's what you're really saying to the world, to the universe. All right. In a relationship, when you start dating, you're way nicer to him. and he's way nicer to you. And then you guys get married, and then you have babies, and moms are like drowning. And then we get mad at the man, and we're like, and he's like, and he starts drowning. Okay. Me and Chris, that's what would happen. Chris is like really chill, dude. I'm like, productive. Let's do all this stuff and be productive. I'm just going to sit on the couch and like check YouTube. And I'm like, I'm going to. And he's like, yo, relax. Don't tell me to relax. Do not tell me to relax. That approach does not work. All right. That doesn't work. So I made a questionnaire. I'm going to share with you guys my questionnaire. It's on my Google Drive. Okay. We started doing meetings. Me and Chris started doing meetings because what business, think about this, what business has ever succeeded without doing meetings? What organization has succeeded without getting together all their employees or all management and finding out what is working, what is not working, and then making a plan? What organization has never, ever done a meeting and is successful? Zero. You cannot find me an organization that is not a priority to have meetings and to find out what's working and what's not working. There's no such thing, okay? So why aren't we doing this with our partner? Why are we not doing this with our partner? So a lot of you guys are going to say my partner would never want to do this. You're going to be able to download this. I'm going to put it in the comments here. And I'm also live on YouTube. So I'm going to put it in the comments here. Oh, hey, YouTube. I really want Jason. Yes, you should quit smoking. I believe in you. Okay? My husband always teases me for walking fast all the time. Honeybird. Oh, Megan, I'm like always a million steps in front of Chris. I'm going to do another video about nudging. That's going to be my next video. So you guys watch that next video. But it's all about effort. This is gold. You have no idea. You're teaching my kids why things are the way they are. Yay. Okay. It takes a community, guys. That's why your kids listen to other people more. That's why I love when Journey hangs out with other people. That's why I love when Journey's with her grandma, her grandmama, or her great grandma, or with her aunts. Okay. She's with people all the time. And people are like, wow, you're not even taking care of your own kid. No, I want my kid to be part of a community because when I really need them, when she's an asshole of a teenager, these people who love her, who she knows love her, will be able to give her tips because, yeah, I'm really good at giving people tips, but my kid's not going to listen to me because that's what happens. You have kids, they become assholes. They don't listen to you. They don't think that you know anything, okay? So when me and Chris, Natasha, Good, Natasha. I need to start a podcast. How do I do that? I wonder, I think I could save this and then, well, no, because I don't think they want me talking to other people. I don't know, man. Okay. So, effort. So me and Chris, all right? I realized, and I read the book. It's a book about relationships. I'm going to need to go find it. It's a really good book. And it's like, okay, someone needs to give. So if you're reading this book, give into your relationship. So I started, Nick, you don't feel appreciated? You're probably projecting. And Chris probably doesn't feel appreciated. So then all of a sudden, when I started telling him how much I love him, how much I need him, how much Journey needs him, how much our family needs him, then all of a sudden, things started coming full circle. And when things were calm, and I said, Chris, tomorrow, we're going to have a little bit of a meeting. And he's like, what? Yeah, we're not really in a good place right now in our relationship. And if we keep going the way it's going, we're not going to succeed and it's not going to be good for Journey. So I just want a meeting. I have a questionnaire that I got online that I made with the help with other questionnaires. So I found a questionnaire online and it just really helps couples put on paper what's good and what they want to focus on. So do you think we could take 30 minutes tomorrow and do it? It's like, okay, sure. I never really asked Chris, but that would probably be my suggestion to you guys when you want to bring this to your partner, being like, hey, just like with this really calm tone, it's not going really good. And if it keeps going this way, like, where do you think it's going to end up? We're probably going to break up. It's probably not good for our family. Okay. I don't really want to live like this. And I'm sure you don't really want to live like this. So let's try this questionnaire. Let's just fill out some information. Let's just have a meeting and find out like where we're at. I want to know what I can do better for you. And then I can share with you what you can better do for me. So this questionnaire finds out your love language. A lot of time your partner is showing you love, but you're not seeing it because you don't know that that's his love language. So it's a really cool questionnaire. So I sat down with Chris and we find 5 things that we love about our relationship. What is working? We don't talk about what's not working because we all know what's not working. We need to focus on what is working. And it was those questionnaire has saved so many relationships. And that's legit what they do in counseling, in therapy. So I've just saved you $200. So do these questionnaires. But like as a business, as an entrepreneur, you're a mother, you're a sister, maybe you're a friend, you're a wife. You need to have some time to sit down and make a plan. And if you don't make a plan, well, the universe has no idea where to bring you. Like, what's your goal in life? Like, where do you want to go? Well, then you need to put the effort in to get there. And Nick, I want to love myself more. Legit Google how to love myself. And you will find so many things. I want to be happy. Google how to be happy. It will give you direction. People who study happiness become happier. So every day, put in an effort to read an article about how to become happier. Every day, put in an effort and smile more. Help other people. Give back to your community. When you put in the effort, you're actually doing, and you will grow as a person. When you put in the effort in your relationship will grow. When you're status quo means doing nothing. Nothing will happen. Nothing will change. But if you're not growing, you're dying. Okay? Legit, nothing in nature just is on a standstill. It's either growing or dying. Literally, when you build a home, it's brand new. Every day it gets older and older and older and older, and eventually it's going to die, and you need to do all these repairs. So what are you doing for you to grow? Are you putting effort in your growth? We are on this journey to grow. We're on this journey, this life. We're on this journey to find out who we are. What are our passions? What makes us happy? I can't tell you that. You need to find that out. Journaling's the best thing to do. Affirmations are the best thing to do. Meditation will get you there. All right? All right? Rin. All right, hubby. Okay. All right, Rin's husband. Rin is going to ask you to do this questionnaire. And relationships are hard. Relationships are so hard. Having a meeting and filling out this questionnaire could be very hard. But we don't grow when things are easy, okay? We do not grow when things are easy. So we have to ask these really tough questions, and we struggle and, go through this questionnaire, and it's going to really, really help your relationship. So in these comments, I posted the questionnaire that I do with Chris. And Chris, every time I come with my clipboard, he's like, here we go. Has it been 3 months? I'm like, yes, it has. I want to know, because I ask him, like, what do you want me to do more? And you can think about what a man wants more of. Okay. He put that on his list. And I was like, okay, are you listening, Rin's husband? This is something you want. This is what I want. I want you to rub my feet more often. I want you to help with the dishes, okay? I do a lot of the things here. I don't want to say I do everything, but I do everything. But I won't say the word everything because men collapse when we say the word everything. So I'm like, I do all the laundry. So I'll do the laundry. Can you focus and do the dishes? I don't want to touch the dishes. You're going to do the dishes. Or if you have a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old, they should be doing the dishes. So, well, I got way more foot rubs. And then we made a deal. You'll get those every time you buy me flowers. Every time you buy me flowers, because flowers is my love language. I love gifts. So every time he buys me flowers, I'm surprised I haven't gotten flowers lately. I'll do the deed for like a couple seconds and then you sit on it. You know what? It's totally inappropriate conversation. And Nick, there's children watching, but they probably don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so yeah, Chris, you would love Dan, you would love Chris. But what I love about Chris is that he just goes with the flow and he doesn't say like, this is stupid. We shouldn't be doing this. Like, we need to grow. We need to find out like, where are we at in our relationship? Where are we at in our relationship? How can we make this better? When a wife or a woman is happier, that means that she will do all those things that you want her to do because then she'll have energy. You know, I tell Chris, like, when you walk by me, slap my butt. Don't ever stop slapping my butt. Don't ever stop telling me how beautiful I am because I want to feel loved. I want to feel sexy. Okay. Your kids are probably like, ew. It's true. You need to keep sharing the love. Like, grab my butt, Chris. Just grab my butt. And he does. And then I feel, like loved. And then I'm more open. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right. All right. So life is all about effort. When you put in the effort, it grows. When you put in the effort in your relationship, it grows. When you put in the effort in yourself, it grows. Hey, moms, because a lot of us are moms. If you do not put effort in yourself, you won't be a good mom. You won't be a good wife. Okay. When your cup is empty, and most of our cups are empty, it is your job, mom. It is your job, mom, to put effort and be like, you know what? I can't go pick up the kids and drop them off every day. You know what? I can't wake up every single night and take care of the kids. You know what? I can't make dinner every single night. It is your job to build the boundaries. It is your job to be like, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, honey, you're doing dinner. I'll do dinner the rest of the week, but you're doing dinner Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You know what? You're done work at 5. You can pick up the kids or you can drop off the kids. You know what? Tuesdays and Thursdays, you're dropping off the kids. You're picking them up. And if our kids wake up on Thursdays, it's your night. You're waking up with them. Why are moms, it's our fault. We just do everything. We just do it. We need to stop doing it all. We need to allow them to step it up and do the work. Okay? All right. So moms take over. We have to stop taking over. And if you need things to be done a specific way, you need to let that go too. If he folds the laundry, you can't be like, you can't do that. You can be like, hey, honey, next time you fold the towels, just fold them like this. Not like, you're so bad at folding the laundry. That does not work. Our tone of voice. Me and Chris almost broke up over broccoli. He fed Journey broccoli, picked her up, and then left all the broccoli on the floor. I also left all the broccoli on the floor because I was sick and tired of cleaning up the broccoli. So we're in bed, and he's like, I'm like, did you pick up the broccoli? He's like, what are you talking about? Like, he didn't even like realize the broccoli was on the floor. And then I was like about to grab and shoot him. We yelled, and I was like, you know what? This is not happening. It's not happening. We're breaking up. I'm packing up my bags. I'm kind of like I go over the edge pretty quickly there. Like, I'm kind of like overboard type of person. Oh, God bless Chris. And then I realized that approach didn't work. And then I read the book, and it's all about your tone of voice. So when I saw the broccoli on the floor the next time, I'm like, hey, Chris, can you make sure that you clean the broccoli on the floor? Yeah, babe, no problem. That's all it takes. Change my tone. Just change my tone. How do you feel as a woman? When you talk to me like I'm an idiot, I lose a gasket. That's a very sensitive subject. Making me feel like I'm stupid. That's a very sensitive subject for me. And I have triggers. When Chris goes like, what are you talking about? I'm like, so I told him, like, you need to stop saying that. You need to stop looking at me and say, what are you talking about? You need to stop doing that because that is a trigger for me. And only when we sit down and put effort in our relationship and have a meeting, and by the way, family meetings are really important. Family meetings are really important. Sit down on a weekly, maybe at Sunday dinner, and be like, hey, Maddox, you cleaned your room today. You cleaned your room 3 times this week. I'm so proud of you. And, and you did this and you did that. Yay. Okay, this is something I want us to work on. When I say your name, I want you to come forward. I don't want you to be like, what? What do you want? No, I said your name. Come see me. My parents did one meeting, a family meeting, and it worked so good. I don't know why they never did it again. And I'm literally a teenager being like, are they idiots? Like, why aren't they having another freaking parent meeting? Because legit everything they talked about, we did. It's just like when you're yelling at me, asking me to do something, I'm going to be pissed off because you're yelling at me. When you're talking to me like I'm an actual human being, I'm going to listen to you. But we talk to our kids. We talk down to our kids. You know what I mean? Anyways, this was not supposed to be a 45-minute video. I love you guys. I believe in you guys. Make effort. It's all about effort. If you're not making an effort in that area of your life, it's not a priority. Listen to me. If you are not putting effort in that area in your life, it's not a priority. If you're only making an effort at your job and you're not making effort to hang out with your kids or doing things with your kids or effort with your relationship, having date nights, if you're not putting effort, it's not a priority. If you're not putting effort in yourself, journaling, affirmations, going to a yoga class, you're not putting an effort in you. And your life is a reflection of what's going on inside. So if inside you're hurting, your whole life is going to hurt. And your relationship might be okay. It might be really good, but you are not seeing the good. You're only seeing the bad because you're not happy inside. Same thing goes with your business. If you are not happy inside, you're not even seeing the good in your business. Oh my gosh, I contacted 20 people and I only got 1 sale. You got a sale. You got a sale. Let's celebrate. Woo! I got a sale. Woo, 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 woo. So I got to contact 20 people and I get a sale. So every time I contact 20 people, I get a sale. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing. You know what I mean? Some people just focus on the shit. Focus on the good. Any good that happens. All right? All right. I love you guys. Take care. Brush your hair. Bye. Maddox is taking out his sketch pad and he's taking notes. I love your family, Rin. I love your family. I love them. Okay, have yourself a great day, guys. Keep me posted, Ren. If your kids ever start smoking, you let me know because I'll go beat them up. Because you can't beat them up. And we'll make sure that they're younger than 16 or is it 18 so that they can't sue me. And you guys won't charge me with assault because you're like, yeah, she's doing us a favor by beating them up. And yeah, so I think if they're over 18, then they could charge me with assault. So we'll make sure that they're under 18 because over 8. Yeah. All right, Maddox, you guys listen to me. Smoking's bad. And finish your high school and go to college or university, whatever floats your boat. All right. Love you guys. Adios, amigos. Put effort into your life. You deserve it. And if you don't put effort into your daily life, it's not a priority. If you're just a robot going, me, life is just going to fly by you. You need to stop and have a meeting. Have a parent meeting, have a family meeting once a month. And have rewards at the meeting. Be like, you know what, guys? I'm really proud of you guys. You're doing good in school. I didn't get a teacher call me to let me know that you guys were being little assholes at school. Like, this is amazing. Thank you. You know what? I came home and the dishes were done that one day. That was amazing. And what we recognize, good behavior, that good behavior will grow. If we only recognize the bad behavior, that will grow. All right. Love you guys. Bye. I love you guys too. Bye, Janine. Bye, Rose. Bye, Dan.